Last Friday was the band's last performance at the Truman State University Homecoming Parade. This followed many other performances such as Culver Stockton Band Day, Hannibal Band Day, and the Mizzou Homecoming.
Congratulations to Christina Scudder on being selected to play at the Missouri Softball Senior Showcase last Saturday at Columbia College. Each year, the Missouri High School Fast Pitch Coaches Association invites senior all-region players from across the state to play in these games.
The public speaking class is doing a variety of different speeches, such as demonstrative, narrative, informative, and others. Recently, they have done their demonstrative speeches on how to perform different activities, such as how to pitch a softball, how to draw, and how to do CPR. Wednesday was Halloween. The elementary, as usual, celebrated by their costume parade, where many of students got to display their costumes for the school. A few special guests from the staff and high school also joined in on the parade fun.
The Lady Tigers picked up another conference win Friday against Buckland. Brashear led 7-3 after the first quarter, 17-7 at the half, 17-11 after 3 quarters, and picked up the win 33-23. Scorers for Brashear included Macy Rogers with 12, Shelby Rogers with 12 also, Abigail Wheeler with 4, Sydney Slavin with 3, and Shelby Salter with 2. In the boys' game, the Tigers fell behind early, trailing 8-15 after the first quarter. Brashear stayed within 9, 17-26 at halftime. Buckland managed to create a little extra breathing room after the half, leading 41-27 after 3 quarters, and went on to defeat the Tigers 52-31. Scorers for Brashear were Taryn Treasure with 8 points, Adam Songer with 8 points also, Hayden Hasman with 5, Matt McLeod with 4, Joe Clarkson with 4, and Nick Thomas with 2. Brashear faced Macon County for a pair of junior high basketball games Monday night. In the girls' game, Brashear jumped out to an 8-2 lead after 1 and led 21-9 at halftime. During the second half, Macon County started to chip away at the Lady Tiger lead, pulling within 29-20 after 3 quarters of play. Things became critical for the Lady Tigers when they fouled Macon County's Abby Lusher on a 3-point attempt, sending her to the line with 7 seconds left. Lusher hit 2 of the 3 free throws, pulling Macon County within 1 point, but Brashear was able to hang on for the 34-33 win. Scorers for Brashear included Sydney Slavin with 11 points, Shelby Rogers with 10, Macy Rogers with 6, Kristen Love with 4, and Katie Smith with 3. In the boys' game, the Tigers fell behind early, trailing 6-11 after 1 quarter and 12-19 at halftime. The end of the third quarter still had Brashear trailing 18-27, but the Tigers decided to try their own version of a comeback, pulling within 3 points within 15 seconds left in the game. That was as close as they could get, however, and they took the loss to Macon County by a score of 33-38. Scorers for Brashear were Adam Songer with 11 points, Joe Clarkson with 8, Cody Snelling with 8, Nick Thomas with 4, and Matt McLeod with 2. Tuesday night, Brashear traveled to Novinger for a full night of basketball with both boys and girls B quarters in addition to the regular games. In the girls B game, Brashear led 6-3 after the first quarter and picked up the win 11-3. Scorers for Brashear were Katie Smith with 4 points, Wendy Clarkson with 2 points, Shandy March with 2, Shelby Salter with 2, and Miranda Creason with 1. In the girls' A game, Brashear held a first quarter lead of 9-4 and led at halftime 22-9. The Lady Tiger lead after 3 quarters was 33-16, but a scrappy Novinger squad outscored Brashear 14-8 in the last quarter, falling to the Lady Tigers by a final score of 41-30. Scorers for Brashear were Shelby Rogers with 11 points, Katie Smith with 10 points, Sydney Slavin also had 10, Abigail Wheeler with 4, Macy Rogers with 3, Kristen Love with 2, and Shelby Salter with 1 point. The Brashear B boys got their running game going early, jumping out to a 12-2 lead after 1 quarter and picking up the 16-5 win. The B boys are now 5-0 on the season. Scorers for Brashear included Matt McLeod with 8 points, Joseph Woods with 4 points, Zach Reeves with 2, and Jay Scudder with 2. The Brashear boys A team took an 8-5 lead after the first period of play, but the teams fought a seesaw battle with Brashear, taking a 15-12 lead into halftime. The game remained close throughout the third quarter, with Brashear holding a 22-21 lead. Novinger scored 10 points in the final frame while holding Brashear to 4 free throws on 11 attempts to get the win 31-26. Scorers for Brashear included Taryn Treasure with 10 points, Matt McLeod with 5 points, Adam Songer with 3, Cody Snelling also had 3, Joe Clarkson with 2, Dylan Redding with 2, and Nick Thomas with 1 point.